Workshop Wednesday, where this is kind of a part two. Water. Because some weeks ago, I was working on this project, namely an LED light strip, which I wanted to install in in some bookcases I have. As you can see, I have a few bookcases in here. And this was, I think, is this 25? I don't know what's going on there. Why I have something that length. But anyway, and I was trying to cut these and combine them because these LED light strips, and let's just go ahead and plug it in. See here, is there a particular, do they have a, they don't seem to. Turn it on. Is that on? Okay. Oh, I may have drained these batteries. Let's go drain the batteries. Okay. Let me go grab some more batteries then. That's a bit of a problem. So we can test this. How do you even open this? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me grab some batteries. Then we'll get to our project. And I think I have the wrong description up on Twitch, but that's okay. So those are rechargeable. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and pop these out. This will be a good test to make sure that we've actually got a usable set of equipment here. All right. So these batteries should work. Oh, come on. Did I have that in wrong? I don't think so. It looks like it should go in. What am I doing wrong? That looks right, that looks right. There's a... Oh, there we go. Okay. So those plugged in. Plug them in. Nope, not seeing anything. Oh, is it? Turn it on. That would help. Little power button on here. Nope, not getting any power. Huh, well, that's problem number one. We're not getting anything out of our battery pack. Pretty sure that worked before. Yeah, no lights. Okay, well that's an issue. If you can't control the LED strips, please replace the new. Yeah, we did that. That's on. That's definitely where you plug it in. I'm going to assume there's no polarity. Well, I may have to replace that then. In the meantime, let's experiment around a little bit. This may be one of these never-ending projects that never gets actually done. But so you can buy these connectors. And the idea behind the connectors is that you basically connect in on one end, snap this down, and then I'm assuming the other end you would put wires into? How would we do that? LED, yeah, wire connectors. So we're trying to figure out how we would do that. I guess, well, I mean, we've got a very simple thing there. And those, I guess actually we would just take wire and connect it in. So my measurements here for my cabinet are the fact that it's 72 centimeters wide, and I guess that's what I did here. I'm assuming this is 72 centimeters. Let me do a quick 30, 60, yeah, that must be it. So let's go ahead and take one of these connectors and slide it in. And then close this latch. Okay. So what this should have done is have created a connection to each of those these sort of wires basically that are on here. So you'll notice we have these four metal bits here on our LED strip as you go down, and those are basically the wires. So there are four wires running underneath all of this, more or less, kind of going back and forth, and those are the connectors, I assume. So this now is something we can wire down. So I need to go down by 27 centimeters to the next level. And so what I'm hoping is, if I just take a wire and measure out 27 centimeters, 20, then actually let's go a little further than that, because we'll need extra. We'll do, I'll do 29. Okay. So we just want to cut that. So there's one wire. So I'm hoping I can insert that here. On one side. And basically I will do that 3 more times. What have I got wire-wise? I mean, I can do the same color wire the whole way down. It's not like we really need... This is a little silly. That's not 27, is it? 29. Oh, it is, actually. That's good. Use up the rest of that wire. Got some red. Might as well do that. And we want 29. I can always trim off some excess. But I want to make sure I have at least 29. Okay. So I think what we'll do here is just we'll create the circuit, and then I will go back later and I guess buy a new one of these. Oops, new one of these, and try to connect it up and see if we can make it work. This may have just straight up died. Hard to tell. Actually, I have another LED strip here, but it's a different kind, different connector. Never mind. All right. So there's a black one, and what do we have another red here. Let's do another red. 29 centimeters. Was I saying inches before? Probably. Okay. Ooh. Let's be more careful here. There we go. Okay. So, this is going to be a bit tricky. Stuff is going everywhere now. So hopefully I can lay one of these in here. Another one. We'll just go ahead and try to keep them separate. I'm pushing them in as far as I can because there's a little slot kind of they can go into. I'm trying to make sure they're all the way deep into their slots. And we'll do the red on the other end as well. So those are all differentiated. So we have our 4 wires coming out. Oops, the green one just popped out. Okay, and hopefully, if I close this, it may be too thick gauge, too thick of a gauge. I'm hoping I can close this and it will basically do the same thing it was before, but it just won't. It can't get through those. Okay. So this is kind of a failure. Nope. All right. If I pull them out, I see, sure enough, it's tried to bite through. You can see there's a little bit of a line marking on these. So yeah, we got a little bit, it bit in, but I think that they're just, those wires are too thick. Do I have thinner ones? Those look thin. Are they? Ha! I may have actually prepped these for something else. These are, no, they're just as thick. This is thinner. All right, I've got a green wire here. It's a thinner gauge. Let me go ahead and measure that out. And again, I mean, if they're all the same color, that should be okay. You know what I can do? This one's already shut, actually. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to experiment with a spare connector and this smaller gauge wire. I'm going to push that in all the way to the back and then try to close it. And that did close, although it's barely closed against it on that side. Yeah, you see you can probably see it's not quite closed on that right side. So even this gauge is a little too big. But the question then is, A, can we reopen it and try again? Perhaps not. Nope. Okay. So I think this project is not going to move much forward much further tonight. This is kind of a failure. Hello, Catfish. I think I'll have to go back and check the video. I don't believe I am streaming Gunsmith Cats. I believe I am reviewing Gunsmith Cats on Friday. Gunsmith Cats is under license. I don't believe I can legally stream that, or I don't believe I can stream that without problems. And I don't stream anime on Fridays, so I think I must have misspoken there. Sorry about that. So yeah, this project is not working out well at all. I need a much thinner gauge wire. I actually have an insanely thin gauge wire, but I'm not going to be able to get any connections on that. So yeah, so this isn't working out. So I'm going to have to go back and Google a bit more about how to connect up these gauges. But yeah, I think this is a project that's not going to work out tonight, and I'm going to have to go back and think more about it. And that happens. Sometimes you start something and it doesn't really work out. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for tonight. I'm actually exhausted, so that's not a terrible thing. And like I said, I'll go back and change. I just noticed this is not the same size either side, which you'd expect if these are connectors for what? Look at that. Okay, I just realized something. Important. Yeah. One side is for the LED strip, the other side is for wires. So, that's interesting. And I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, some weird metal connectors there. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and Google this more and see how to use this. My research was obviously not sufficient. So, thank you all. Sorry this didn't really work out very well, but that is how workshops sometimes work out. So we'll be back next week with a different project. Maybe this if I can figure it out. Maybe something else. So thank you all. See you next time. Bye.